Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group.
The new Kia Seltos, Century Laminates, Motorola Razr 40 Ultra,
And
PolicyBazaar.com. Co-powered by Serra
and
Maersk.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, when the biggest news of the day is that the Narendra Modi government has proposed 3 big laws which will completely repeal the current Indian criminal laws that were drafted by Macaulay, by the British. This news finds no mention in the Lutyens media. Viewers, you would only find it here on Republic that the Criminal Procedure Code of 1973 will be replaced by the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanhita 2023. The Indian Evidence Act of 1872 will be replaced by the Bharatiya Sakshya Bill 2023. And the Indian Penal Code will be repealed by the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023. And no, the changes are not only in name. The changes are substantial. I'm not exaggerating this, ladies and gentlemen. These 3 bills, they mark the repeal of major colonial-era laws. Narendra Modi has therefore done what 70 years of Congress governments could not, which is actually, in legal terms, shed the colonial baggage. These are big changes. India wants justice, not suppression. India wants punishment where this is due. And India wants a law that is in tune with our times. Now you may ask, what really are the changes? Well, let me tell you some, ladies and gentlemen, what the changes are, and you'll be shocked at the fact that the Lutyens media is trying to black out the story. Ladies and gentlemen, to start with, Section 111. Section 111, ladies and gentlemen, of the BNS defines terrorism for the first time. You may be surprised, but this has never been done before. A country torn apart by terrorism has not defined terrorism in law. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, there has been a repeal proposed of sedition laws. Now you can remember all the people who said Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code is anti-democracy. Modi uses the sedition law. Today, the government has proposed a complete repeal of the sedition law. And that is why the lobby is quiet. Because the lobby can't believe it. This was the central fulcrum of the lobby's arguments against Narendra Modi. We want to carry out sedition. Narendra Modi won't allow sedition. The sedition law is being misused against innocents. And here comes Mr. Amit Shah and proposes laws that do away completely with the British era laws of sedition. This is therefore the most progressive thing any government could have done. The lobby is in such shock, they have decided to black out the story. They don't want you to know about it. Ladies and gentlemen, today I also want to ask the Lynchistan Brigade, who talk about India's deadly Gaurakshak network, what their response is to the fact that in all cases of mob lynching, minimum of life imprisonment and maximum of capital punishment. Ladies and gentlemen, in the case of all cases of lynching, specific punishment up to death has been prescribed. And yes, that is why the Lynchistan Brigade is also quiet. They can't believe it. They can't believe they never thought of doing this, and the Narendra Modi government has actually done this and made the changes in the law to make this effective. they'll be completely quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, then there was those people who said hashtag not in my name. And I want to ask them tonight, why won't the hashtag not in my name brigade talk about how the most decisive action against mob lynchings based on race, caste or community, sex or place of birth, personal belief or any other ground have been prescribed with a maximum punishment of death? Why is the not in my name brigade not giving a standing applause for what the government has done? Ladies and gentlemen, these are the people, the so-called woke lobby, the privileged, super elite woke lobby of this country. One foot in India, but their minds always in the West. They will not say, they are the ones who held up posters and said, I am Hindustan, I am ashamed, on the backdrop of the Kathua rape, and rightly so. Now, will they welcome, as per the new laws, the death penalty for raping a minor girl under the age of 12 years, ladies and gentlemen? My fundamental question is, why is there not one word from the lobby? Why don't they welcome these changes? Viewers, if you go through the details, you also see that as per the new laws, it has been made absolutely clearly specified and defined crimes against the country. The new laws say there will be no soft approach in matters of national security. I think what is spooking the people today is the fact that there will be trial in absentia. Some people are paranoid about the idea of trial in absentia because it will therefore be possible a person will be declared a fugitive. He will be tried and sentenced in his absence, no matter where in the world he may be hiding. And therefore, there are people with links to the Dawood gang. They will be worried that Dawood and his associates in India, Nirav Modi, his associates in India or outside, will never be able to get away under the new laws. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mehbooba Mufti lobby will not talk about how terrorism has been defined because they are the supporters of terrorism. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a crackdown on organized crime, and therefore, people who support the likes of the NCP's Nawab Malik are in a crisis today because these new laws are designed to punish operatives of the gangster terrorist nexus with the stringent of punishment. The bottom line is this, viewers. This is a country where the Vora Committee report has never been made public. And it has been one of my demands that this government should reveal the names of the politicians named in the Vora Committee report on the link between the underworld and the politicians. But this is also therefore a country where previous governments have not made fundamental changes in the law which ensures that anyone who goes against national interest will not go unpunished. The government has made those changes today. This is the biggest legal tsunami, and it has all been done through due process. The government has written to all the judges, members of parliament. There is already a preliminary process of consultation. This is a huge change. It will make fundamental differences to your life. But no, they won't discuss this. The same people who stand up against the Uniform Civil Code will not talk about these changes, which are as major, if not more, than the changes the Uniform Civil Code will bring. We need to talk about changes to criminal laws, and we need to talk about changes to personal laws. We do believe that with the grace of the Lord Almighty, these changes will be made in the next few months, that we won't wait for another government to be sworn in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, huge changes here. A new law for a new India. Let's debate that.